Hey, it's Matt. I'm in my room right now. I'm gonna do um my rebuttal to her original arguments. I know my hair is a little crazy right now, but we'll try to get this done in under 2 minutes. So here we go. Okay, one of her first arguments she used was the fact that social media is more. The problem isn't necessarily narcissism. It's more about insecurity, dislike of one's look or one's life, more about one's fears about how they're perceived by other people. That is true. That certainly comes into play, but that's kind of how social media, that's how people begin to participate in social media. They do it because they don't like their lives. They're insecure about the way they look. They're afraid. But then there's this magical thing called the like button, and they can promote their lives. They can promote their body, their looks, and when they put it out there, people start to like it. And yes, that might be good for a little while in terms of giving them a self-confidence boost, some self-esteem, but eventually they get addicted to that like button and they become self-absorbed. The pictures become more edited. The lifestyle becomes more heightened, more exquisite. And then people who came into social media from a place of dislike of their life, dislike of their physical appearance, now come into a place where they're so obsessed with the like button that they're constantly promoting their life and their physical appearance to try to get more likes to boost that self-confidence. A lot of narcissists are very insecure. I think narcissism actually starts from a place of insecurity. So I need to put more emphasis on myself, and I need to have more people agree with who I am in order for me to feed this machine of the self. Number two, she said that's more about self-confidence, self-love. That could be almost the same thing as narcissism, though, to be quite honest with you. I don't know where the line is drawn exactly, because I think one of the worst things we've done in the United States is have this idea of the self-love, the self-confidence movement, which is learn to love yourself, learn to accept yourself, and then that'll make you a better human being. That's not necessarily true. A lot of the times the best thing that we can do is give love to other people, give acceptance and care for other people, have that reciprocated, and then that have an impact on maybe how we view ourselves. The problem with the idea of self-love or self-confidence is it still puts emphasis on the self, on who I am as an individual. Same thing as narcissism. Narcissism is all about the self, who I am as an individual. Worship me, bow to me, put as much attention on me as possible, and that's how narcissism works. I base my confidence off of how I'm viewed by other people. And then lastly, she talked a little bit, it does help us connect with people. I will agree with that, but it also depends on what you mean by connection. And she says it helps with empathy. Depends on what you mean by empathy. Do we connect with people? Yes, but superficially. We don't see the darkest, innermost corners of each other's lives on social media. Usually. Sometimes we do. But sometimes, most of the time, it's usually a superficial version of a person's life, a superficial version of them. It's the hyper-edited, hyper, sort of, fake sort of version of them. I'm not using the right word there, but sort of just not a true representation of who a person is, and we fall in love with that. And then she says it helps with empathy. Depends on what you mean by empathy. Saying a few words in the comment section about how bad you feel for a person, is that really empathy? I don't know. I don't know how they did the study, but I would say that social media it leads to connection and empathy, but only in a very superficial way, not in a genuine, honest way that we have when we're face to face. Thanks.